Greetings. We who are self-aware, we do not pray. We command things to happen in our lives because we understand who we are. We understand how the mind works. Moreover, we know the fact that our real identity is our divinity, and that imagination is what creates reality. That is why we don't go on our knees and seek an outside entity. And the reason why I'm saying all of this is because most people grow up in communities or societies whereby you're taught to look on the outside for Lord or Savior or Redeemer. Moreover, most people believe that there's some sky daddy. Okay, some man in the sky who wants to punish you for everything you do, yet he loves you. So not until you realize that you've been brainwashed and that you've been giving your power away, that you would know that instead of you being a beggar, you must be a commander and be able to bend reality to your will. Well, when you realize that everything that you read in the Bible, it have to do with your anatomy, your biology, your physiology, your psychology, and it have to do with your spiritual autobiography, then you will know that it is a book of mind science and it have to do with your life. It's all about you. Now, when you realize that, you will no longer go on your knees and beg and beseech a God outside of yourself. No, you will command things in your life and cause them to happen. Okay? And how do you command things to happen in your life? Let us look at a farmer who goes out and sow his seed. When the seed falls in the ground, it must die. It must go through the process of death, burial, and resurrection. And when it does, it bringeth forth after its own kind, and it does so in abundance. It means when you die to your ego self, when you die to the brainwash that you've been given, whether by your parents, your teachers, and the other influences in society, when you die to all of that, and you get rid of all form of conformity, and you focus your energy inwardly, being open-minded and free, then you would realize that you can command your reality just the way you want it to be, because you are the Lord and Master of your destiny, and it is your thoughts that materialize into things in this physical three-dimensional world. So in short, when you're in control of your mind and you're in control of your emotion and you're emotionally intelligent, you would realize that there's no one coming to save you and that you have to save yourself by taking authority into your own hands and taking accountability for everything that's happening in your life. Because every action is the expression of a thought, and every word is the expression of a thought. Now, for example, if you go on your knees and you beg and you beseech some entity outside of yourself, you're failing to realize that you're actually talking to yourself. But because you are delusional, you're thinking that there's an entity that is listening to you when you speak, and that entity gonna reward you with the things that you are asking for. But if you know that you are the cause of everything that's happening in your life, and the things on the outside are only the effect, then you go straight to the cause by fixing your life. And you can only fix your life by first fixing your mind. So you realize that everything exists within you. Everything is mental and everything is psychological. Everything got to first be a thought, it had to first be an idea, it had to first be imagined. And that realization will help you to know that true salvation is actually self-realization, and that God in man is man's awareness of being. So you don't go talking to some God on the outside. You don't go praying and begging and besieging. Most people have done that who believe in secular Christianity, that's pointing them to look outwardly. And those who believe in religion. But when you come to discover your God self, your higher self, your innovative and creative self, you realize that gods don't have a religion and gods don't beg and beseech. Okay? Gods command because they understand authority, because they understand law and order. And this entire universe is governed by divine, infinite, immutable laws. And everyone is governed by these divine, immutable laws. And so when you master these laws in your life, you live your life as a God. You wouldn't live your life as a beggar. You wouldn't live your life with a religious and superstitious mentality. You wouldn't live your life, having a mentality of lack and mediocrity and scarcity. No. You will have a mindset of abundance, good health, success, and prosperity. Moreover, you wouldn't be wasting your energy by focusing outwardly. You would invest in your energy by focusing inwardly and understand that everything is an investment. And so you invest wisely in yourself. That is why you have to start by loving and believing in yourself and embrace yourself. Do not believe in anyone outside of self. If you believe that there's a Lord or God or Savior outside of yourself, then you have the wrong God. And such belief will keep you limited. But if you want to live a limitless life, you have to start to command things in your life and realize that you shall decree a thing and it shall be established. You realize that you can call those things that be not as though they are. Because why? You are a magician. Okay? And you're walking by an exact science. The science of alchemy. Whereby you can transmit your energy into the equivalent of whatsoever you desire in this three-dimensional physical world. Okay? For example, we use money, and money is energy. It's a currency. And you carry that currency, you carry that energy, that living, flowing energy that flows throughout your entire body. That is the same energy that creates everything that you're seeing all around you. Therefore, use it wisely by being a conscious and deliberate creator and commanding the things that you want to see in your life, and they will bend to your will and become your reality. Okay? So, as a man thinks, so is he. So, my brothers and my sisters, in short, I'm saying, learn and master the law of mentalism. And once you do that, you will no longer pray to an entity outside of yourself. Instead, you will command your life whichever way you want it to be. And you will live your life in true freedom. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, you like to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you want to do a one-on-one with me, you can reach out to me by way of email, and we can set up a one-on-one, or you can do a one-on-one with me on an app called Feature. The link is down below. Also, if you haven't read any of my books, I'll definitely encourage you to get my books. They are all available on Amazon. More than 10 books are available to you. And you have gratitude journals that are available to you too, that you can use, and you can script your life whichever way you want it to be. Also, if you want to be a part of my Patreon community, you're most welcome. And I have a course there for people who are donating $20 or more. It's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciousness. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. So the choice is yours. But my last encouragement to you is to make sure that you check out all of the links that are down below. And definitely let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So with that being said, I just want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.